Welcome in to the Casual Gaming Conversation. I'm Connor. That's Nick. We're shooting this bad boy live on twitch.tv/co_op64 to the fans, but this is going up on YouTube at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is where you're probably watching it right now.
On Mondays.
On Mondays. This is our show for Co-op 64, where we talk about video games. This week, we're doing a PlayStation 4 tier list. That's why you're seeing the whiteboard behind us and not all the illustrious, amazing games that are usually up there. And then we are going to do a Star Wars games draft at the end, and we're hitting you with our hot takes to kick it off. But before we get into that, Nick, how we doing? How we feeling?
I'm doing great, man. We had a long free weekend, it feels like, even though we did something on Friday. Normally, Saturday, like, when we do the special streams, it's Saturday morning, so Friday, like, I can't stay out late, and I shouldn't stay up late, stuff like that. And then Saturday takes a whole day, and then Sunday was shooting, and the weekend goes like that. Whereas this weekend felt amazing to get the content done on Friday, having all of Saturday for me to. I beat Halo. I played around 2.5 hours of Halo. Played a couple multiplayer matches of Halo 2 before I let go of Combat Evolved, the Master Chief Collection on my PC. I wanted to get a couple games in. Grabbed some lunch with Brady. Came back. Started up Hellblade. Played 2.5 hours of that, played some Valorant games, did some content stuff. Like, it was just a full day of fun. Yeah. And I feel like I don't normally get a lot of Saturdays that are like that. So it was a great time.
Yeah, I played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth from dawn till dusk, as they say. I got some sushi yesterday, but this game just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I am shocked. I called Nick yesterday, before, like we were saying before we got on stream, that there's regions in this game, and each region's like this big open area, and they all are littered with side quests and side activities that are really exciting. And I was trying to predict how many there were in this game, and I won't spoil it for you because I thought it was way less than it was. And the experience of figuring out how big this game is and how, like, I'm on chapter 10, so there's still regions to go to for sure, and I'm like, holy shit, there's more. There's more regions that I get to explore and check off all the little check boxes or whatever. It's amazing. I'm loving it. It's fantastic. But aside from that, Nick and I got smacked in the face by daylight savings time this morning.
Dude. So Connor and I had two very different experiences with daylight savings this morning, where Connor, like, we had a conversation around 10:30 just talking about business and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's literally our life right now. That's what we talk about. We talk about the company, we talk about this fucking game and how amazing it is. And so Connor's like, I'm about to hit the hay. And I'm like, cool, good for you. So when did you go to bed?
I went to bed at like 11 last night. I went to bed really early.
Yeah, which is like really good for a Saturday night, I feel like, for me, you, or Brady. If you get to bed around 11 or even midnight, that's pretty early for us on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I did not have that experience. Around 1 a.m., Brady's like, let's watch the fights together. I'm like, bet. At 1:15, I'm like, I'm going to start up a game of Valorant because I'm going to be able to fall asleep by 2, or like finish the game by 2, fall asleep around like 2:15, wake up at 9:15. 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
7 hours is a great amount of sleep for me nowadays.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm in a Discord call, and I look down, and it says 3:06 a.m. And I just go, what the fuck? I am very upset about it. Shout out to Crow and Carrie for the subs. Thank you, guys. I'm very upset about it. Because I legitimately, like, why didn't anyone tell me?
Yeah.
Like,
I had no idea. I literally was driving. I picked up coffee this morning, and I'm heading over to Nick's, and I looked down at my car clock, and it says 8:57. I was like, What? Did I mess this up? There's no way it was daylight savings time, and I had no idea about it. But honestly, it's good that I had no idea about it, because usually when I lose an hour, I think about losing an hour, and it makes my sleep worse for whatever reason. Which,
if I fell asleep at 1:55, I would have thought I got 7 hours of sleep.
Right.
But because I saw the clock change, I was like, motherfucker. Like, I was so upset about it so fast. So.
Alrighty, let's get into these hot takes. I got a good one this week, so I'm going to kick it off, if that's okay. My gaming hot take for this week is something that I've thought for a long time, and I'm finally comfortable saying it because it just has continued to be an issue for me on the PlayStation 5. Adaptive triggers.
Oh, yeah.
I hate them. I think they suck. I think they add nothing to the experience. I never have pushed down on an adaptive trigger and had it resist against me and been like, that's really good shit. Thank goodness. I would prefer that over just being able to click the fucking button. Do away with adaptive triggers. They're not adding anything to the game. They are just annoying, and I don't like them. I know that the PS5's big thing is like the haptics and the adaptive trigger. I love the haptics. I do not like the adaptive triggers. They were cool in Astro's Playroom. I thought that was a fun experience to like. It's a gimmick though. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
it is totally a gimmick. I hope in the PS6 they do not return with the adaptive triggers.
I love them. The first time I played Cold War was my first like true experience.
Oh, I
with
hated it in
and
Cold
I
War.
loved that the first time you press down on R2 with that shoddy Bugatti, that shotgun, and just boom, like I was like, oh, we have a video game.
Yeah,
like,
it does nothing for me. It's like the car in Rebirth. You like when you press R2, like it's like. Is this really adding anything to my experience? No, it's not. It's not adding anything to my experience. I don't like him. I don't like him. Okay. I know it's a hot take. That's why it's a hot take. Yeah. So I know I'm probably alone in that for a lot of people, but yeah, that's my hot take.
For my video game hot take this weekend, I'm coming in hot saying I was wrong about Xbox Game Pass not having any bangers. Because I booted up Hellblade this weekend, Connor, and that game is definitively a banger. It is not a banger in the sense of a PlayStation exclusive third-person adventure game where the story is so important. Like, that is what those games do really well. Games like The Last of Us, God of War. But Hellblade blew me in a way where it's not trying to play that game. It's not trying to play that game.
Hellblade blew you?
It's not trying to play that game, Connor. It is trying to come in here and do something completely different. My earbuds threw those bad boys in. The sensory experience that you have with the sound in that game is some of the coolest shit I've ever experienced in gaming. The way this game looks, even running on my old shitty PC, is unbelievable. It is so amazing how this, like, I'm shocked that this game did not come out in 2023. That like it looks that good. It looks very next gen. For this game to have, I looked it up because I was like, I feel like we've been talking about Hellblade 2 as like, oh, like it could be great. No, this game could be phenomenal. The combat is beyond serviceable. Where like I enjoy the combat while I'm in it. I enjoy the parries. I enjoy the rolls. It's a little stilted where it's the choice opponent, where if you have two opponents coming at you, you have to camera lock on one or the other, and that's a little bit annoying. Other than that, the combat experience I think is great. The puzzles I think are phenomenal. It's a beautiful looking game. The sound and audio design is amazing. Xbox Game Pass just has a gem on its hand, and I've always like looked at this game as like, oh, like it's an all right game. No, this game is fucking rad, dude. Like I love it. It's a banger. And so I want to take back my statement. I used to believe that Xbox Game Pass had no bangers except for the things that you know and love, like Halo, like Forza, like Gears. No, Hellblade's a banger.
Yeah, I don't agree, but I think it's a fine game. I have no real disdain for Hellblade, but I think when it comes to a combat experience, I think it's all style over substance.
I mean, the style, though, is so fucking good.
The style is pretty good. And the audio design is really interesting.
The audio design is something that
the story is interesting, like how it presents itself. But I'm not going to say that it's on the level of, like, God of War.
No, I'm not. But
why can't, like, I wanted from Hellblade 2 to take that next step in the combat department, and it looks very much like it is going to be like Hellblade 1.
It does look like it's going to be Hellblade 1. That's fine.
All right. We're going to get into the... How we get? So should we unscrew these? We should unscrew these, right?
Oh, I was just gonna hold it with the base.
I don't want to do that for that one.
All right, that's fine.
I'm gonna unscrew it.
I got pythons, you know. I'm good to carry this thing. These base, by the way, and we're using one of them to hold the board up. They weigh like it's all like 5 or 6 pounds. Yeah. So, I mean,
they also take forever to unscrew. Come on.
I'm nervous that you're gonna just
drop
it.
I got it.
You did exactly what I was nervous about.
All right.
Cool. You excited to talk some PlayStation?
Yeah, stoked. Are we standing up for this?
I was going to let's talk down here and then we write, and then we talk down here and then we write sort of deal.
Oh, no, I thought we were standing the whole time.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't have my supportive shoes on. I got just
standing
my
the whole
dogs
time.
out. All right. Oh. So this is an example of you need to see where you are in the frame, and if you go too far this way, you're in. Too far that way, you're out.
All right, we're good.
So I'm getting back in my stance.
We're going in order of
Release.
I'm pulling this from IMDb, so if we miss stuff, it is what it is.
We're ranking PlayStation 4 exclusives, correct?
Yes, we have S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, F tier. Why do they skip over E tier?
It's
Because there's
grades.
no grade?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
It's grades, and then S is just God tier. You know?
God.
Do we have a double S tier?
No.
Okay. Because I think S tier is going to fill up towards the end of this fucking console.
No, that's the thing is we need to understand that like there needs to be some sort of ranking.
Curve.
Like just because multiple games are S tier, we need to be able to move some things down to A tier just because they can't be on the same level of S tier. They can't be on the same level of The Last of Us Part 2.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah. Make sure to stand back just a little bit more.
Look at my butt. Oh my goodness. I got no booty. Just looking flat.
That is part of the genes. Make sure that keep a foot back here because your headspace. If you go too far forward, you get out of those.
Okay. All right. We're gonna kick it off with Killzone
Shadowfall.
How are we feeling? Do you know anything about this game, Nick?
I remember giving it a try when we first bought the PS4. Like that was the showpiece.
It's very good and is underrated.
Are we throwing Resogun on this list, by the way?
No.
Oh, we should.
It's not on the list that we're provided. So we're kicking off with Killzone Shadowfall. I'm thinking
B. That's where my mind went.
The thing is, it fills up to. It's going to fill up way too
B
fast.
or C?
C. I think we have to go C.
Okay. I'm
Killzone
down with
Shadowfall.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds right to me. Honestly, this is gonna. It's a day at the office. We gotta take the jacket off.
Killzone Shadowfall. Killzone San Francisco. SF. Nick is throwing things.
Connor, you know the song "San Francisco" by the Mowgli's?
Yes.
Good tune.
In
in
Guardians 3.
Oh, it's a great song in Guardians 3.
Then we got Game of the Year. Knack. Knack is not very good.
No.
It's fine, but it's not.
It's not as good as Killzone Shadowfall.
Is it bad? It's not as good as Killzone Shadowfall for sure. So
I'm thinking D.
D tier. Knack.
Yep.
D tier. Okay.
D for that. Knack. Wiener, dude. Come on.
Okay. Knack. D tier. Next up, we have Infamous Second Son. It's the worst Infamous game. For sure. It's not even close.
Are we putting C or D? I'm thinking this is where the early PlayStation 4 resided, was C and D tier games.
But it's the worst Infamous game, but I think it's still like a B tier game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that it's definitively a step up than Killzone?
Yes.
Okay. Then
yes.
let's rock B.
Yeah. All right.
I think that we're going to move that down eventually. We will see, though. I'm calling an audible. We're talking Resogun.
Okay.
Because when I'm thinking about the PlayStation launch lineup, that was the sneaky. You pick it up for $20 and you end up playing it for 20 hours. That was a banger.
That's the best. That's their best launch
game by quite a bit. And it feels wrong to talk about this PlayStation exclusive launch lineup without talking about Resogun.
So I think we A tier for Resogun or S tier.
Here, the worst part with this is B tier is it's definitely a step up than Second Son, but we're gonna get down the line where games like Final Fantasy VII Remake, I think is gonna be debated up here, and we can't. I say put it in B for now, just because I think Infamous Second Son might. I think all of these might end up moving down. Is the issue?
Resogun in B tier. Next up, we have Drive Club. Drive Club was broken, bad, not very good. We're gonna throw that. What?
We definitely should have posted that we were live on TikTok. Is something I just realized, but it's fine.
We're gonna throw that at F tier. Drive Club?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Skirt. Not a GT. Get it out of here.
Drive Club's going in F.
F tier.
The Order 1886.
It looks good. It can't be F because it looks too good.
Dude, I really like the Order
I know
1886. It's good. It's a good game. It's not bad.
It's not a good game.
Is it better than Killzone Shadowfall?
No.
Is it better than Knack?
I think it's D tier.
No, it's C tier, Nick. Order 1886. Do you want to put it to the poll?
Let's put it to the poll.
Put it to the poll. Somebody get a poll. C or D tier for the Order 1886. Let's see it.
Let's see it.
1886. Alec,
That's
is
what I'm
Alec
saying.
here?
At best,
We need a mod to get this going for us. I think that C tier is too high. No,
Alec,
guys,
can you get a poll
the Order 1886 is good, guys. It's got good shooting mechanics. It's just not enough. It's a short, tight experience. I would have loved them to do a second go at it. That would have been nice. I'm currently driving. I think we see more D tier.
Okay.
D tier. I think D tier is the.
Yeah, let's go D tier.
Okay, fine.
Yep, it's D tier.
Order 1886 is good, and I'll
No.
stand on that.
That's one we should throw on a stream schedule eventually. Make me play it.
I have the platinum trophy in it.
You have the platinum trophy in a lot of bad games. Okay, that doesn't make it a good game.
It's like a 6-hour game, so it's very easy to get the platinum.
Yeah.
All right. Order 1886. We're going D tier. Then we got a little. This is very clearly not in perfect order. I don't know why it's like this, because the next one we have is God of War.
Oh,
2018.
This might be the easiest S tier of all time. This is the S tier of the S. Connor,
I
don't
think
even
it's A
fucking
tier.
start.
I think it's A
don't
tier.
even fucking start.
There's better games.
No, there's not. There's better games, but it is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. It is a perfect video game. The combat, the story, the characters, the world, the music. 10 out of 10. Get the fuck out of here with this slander.
Have you played Death Stranding, Nick? No. You don't even know. Death Stranding is better than God of War. 2018.
Connor,
It is.
Get the fuck out of here. This is we can't put this to a fucking poll. It's S tier. You know it's S tier. There's not a game in A tier
Fine.
yet. You know it's S tier. Put it S tier. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around.
God of War. Next up, we have Bloodborne S tier.
Wait, no. Wait. Let me say my piece on this. Those frames, Connor. This is a game that you said games are so bad when they have poor frame rates that you cannot have a game that runs at 20 frames per second most time. Connor, it runs at 20 frames per second most time. This is not me arguing with you. This is you arguing with you.
Look at
You're gonna
chat.
come in here
S
and
tier.
say no. Connor,
S tier.
Connor, then just admit this with your hot take that there are S tier games that can run at 20 frames per second.
I'm saying yes. I
great.
have said that.
Thank you.
I'm saying on the PlayStation 5, Nick, that 60 frames is the only acceptable option. On the PS5.
So no, but if
on the PS4,
so if
it's different on the PS2.
If Bloodborne came out right now and ran at the frame rate it did, is it not an S tier game?
The conversation would be different around it.
Oh, is it not an S tier game?
I don't know.
It's still an S tier game. That is exactly what my argument is
Fine.
for. Mr. Bierman, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget the sun. Thank you for being here. Drop that follow. We stream 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday, 7 to 10 on this channel. We're shooting the podcast live because we are debating and we might need some chat help. By the way, I think it's S tier. I'm not saying it's not S tier, but you're out here coming at me with the brain.
This is a tough one. This is a tough one right here. Until Dawn.
I think that's not tough at all. That's B. It's a B tier game.
B. That was my game of the year for 2015.
That was shit year of games.
It was a bad. You had Metal Gear Solid 5.
Seen a lot of B's in chat.
B tier. Okay, I kind of agree. If I'm being honest,
It's around this range. It feels like.
Infamous and Resogun.
What's the better game? Until Dawn or Resogun?
Resogun.
Yeah, it's B tier.
Okay, so okay, fine.
Better than Killzone? Yeah, we both agree
Right,
that's better than Killzone,
yeah,
but
okay.
it's as good. Resogun is such a good base. That's also the reason I wanted on here. It's such a good baseline for B. The tier list should be some looking bell curve, right? And yeah.
Next up, we have Ratchet and Clank 2018. This is tough as well.
Is it 2018? I thought it was 2016.
2016.
Yeah. Here's the question. It is a better game than Killzone.
Yes.
Is it A or B? It's not S tier. Is it an A or B tier?
I think it's probably A tier.
Yeah, it's a great game.
It's really good.
It's a great game.
It's really because it's definitely better than Infamous Second Son. It's better than it's on a similar level as Resogun.
Yeah.
And it's definitely better than Until Dawn.
Yeah. For me, I only played the first 3 hours, and I like when the
really?
PlayStation Plus collection came out, and I just
it's
want to hop in.
dude.
It's great.
So good.
It's a great time. So,
It's
yeah.
arguably the best one. It's arguably the best.
Rift Apart, I think, is immediately better.
A tier?
I'm
We
feeling it.
Okay.
The people are feeling A tier. We're feeling
All
A
right.
tier. A tier makes sense to me. I'm wide awake. I love how Nick rules the board with an iron fist.
Yeah, he's really not letting anything by the goalie right now.
Yeah, well,
Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, the best Uncharted game. I don't think we can do it.
It's a 10 out of 10 game, Connor.
Nick,
It is a 10 out of 10 game.
it's not even close to the level of Bloodborne. It's not even close. It's not even close to the level of Bloodborne.
Connor,
It's not even close to the level of The Last of Us Part 2 either.
Connor,
Nick, it's not even close.
Connor,
it needs to go in A. No, it's not.
No, it is. Connor, the realization is that game is flawless. It tells an important story. The gunplay is amazing. The gameplay is great. The characters are great. What is a video game, Connor? What do video games do? Music, character, gameplay, story,
I think it's all
cast,
great. I think it's all fantastic.
No, it's not just fantastic.
It's all great.
It's all phenomenal. It has some of the most iconic characters. It has some of the most iconic moments. The set pieces are as good consistently through that game compared to the single moments in every single Uncharted game. It is not just the best Uncharted game. It is one of the best video games ever. And I honestly think
we need to throw it to a poll.
Go to a poll.
Do we have a mod?
I'll get a poll going.
Here's the thing with Uncharted 4. It's excellent. It's fantastic. We just need to understand that there needs to be some split between S and A tier. And there's S tier games that are above Uncharted 4, like Bloodborne. I don't think God of War is better than Uncharted 4, honestly, but it's close.
Hold up. 1 minute.
Can you get the chat back up? Sorry for the listeners coming from the YouTube page. It's going to be a little bit spotty when it comes to how we're doing this. There's going to be breaks. There's going to be
50-50 A to S tier. Come on, S tier. You guys know it's S tier.
A.
Uncharted 4 over God of War and Bloodborne is wild.
Cap.
Holy shit.
Sorry,
it's close. 50-50 again.
Oh my goodness.
It is S tier, Connor. Because it does nothing wrong.
S?
It does nothing
it's going
wrong.
back and forth.
It does nothing wrong. Come on, S tier people. If you don't even know,
it doesn't do anything wrong, but it doesn't do anything exceedingly well on the same level as Bloodborne or The Last of Us Part 2.
Every single thing that it does is exceedingly well.
Nick,
exceedingly
top
well.
of A. I agree with that. It is an A tier game.
Oh God, it is a S tier game.
Very high. It's coming down to the wire. It's coming down to the wire.
There's a better example of this being a perfect game.
12-9. It's going in A tier.
Fuck. I think that's a perfect game. I think that is legitimately a flawless game. There's not a single thing that I can point to that and be flawless.
The stealth isn't great. Isn't excellent.
I don't even like want stealth though in that game.
I know, but that's a part of the game. Shadow of the Colossus remake.
A. It's A.
S.
It's not better than Uncharted 4. It is not better than Uncharted 4.
Yes, it
is not better than Uncharted 4.
It is,
though. It is an A tier game.
Shadow of the Colossus is one of the greatest games of all time, guys.
It is a tier game. It is not better than Uncharted 4. You can not tell me that the experience you get from Uncharted 4 is not a more fun, more exciting, more action packed.
It's not. They're trying to do two completely different things.
But it is a better game.
There is still to this day
better game.
Nothing like Shadow of the Colossus. From a presentation standpoint, from a music standpoint, from a story. No, not even close, dude. I mean, they're both great, but come on, let's be real.
I think we're gonna have to send it to a poll again because I will not. I will not. Yeah.
We need a moderator in here. Could somebody call a moderator in from the Discord? Just see if like Alex is around or Big Mac or whatever. Gooperman. Is Gooperman a moderator now? I always struggle with spelling Colossus. I'm not gonna lie. I never get it right on the first try. Too many S's, too many U's. I don't know.
Alec is driving.
Yeah, we don't want to make Alec do it.
We don't want Alec chatting.
I think I'm gonna lose this fight for sure. Yeah, we're fucked. Oh, come on, people. S tier.
No.
Come on, people. S tier. Let's go.
It is a tier. I don't hate. If you put Uncharted 4 S tier, then we can have a conversation. It is not a better game than Uncharted 4.
It's better than Uncharted 4 and
not
Ratchet
a better game
and
than
Clank.
Uncharted 4.
It's better than both of these games. It's better than no, it's not better than. It's better than God of War. It is. It
Not-
is. Nick, God of War does things that other games do. Nobody does anything like Shadow of the
Connor,
Colossus still.
If I take a shit upside down, it doesn't mean that it's special all of a sudden because it's upside down and no one does it.
All right. It's gonna be A.
Oh my.
15 to 8.
Yeah.
A tier?
It's an
All
A.
right. Connor's
Thank you.
smoking the kush.
Thank you. Oh my God. What happened? I'm here, but I was also busy, so I can't be here for the next bit. Big Mac, we need a mod to run polls for us, is where we're at. Stop the count.
All right. We're on game 12 of like 30. Spider-Man!
This is where it gets fun. It is better than Resogun Infamous.
It is not better than any of these games,
I
though.
completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree. So
Yeah.
this is where it gets. It's hard.
We have to just
Well,
understand.
here's
B tier,
for me, I just want to say it's the lowest A tier game. These are all high A tier, or sorry, these two are high A tier. This is mid A tier, and Spider-Man's low A tier because it is not a B tier. I had Spider-Man as a 9. For a long
It's like
time.
number 20 on my greatest games of all
Yeah,
time list.
like,
I
it's
think
a
it's great. I
great
think it's
fucking game.
fantastic.
How's that not an A tier game then?
Because it's not
If
better than
Ratchet and
any of
Clank-
these.
it's better
It's
than
not.
Ratchet and
No,
Clank.
it is not. It is not.
I'm seeing a lot of A's or S. Top of C, maybe B. Jeez.
Can we agree with this then? You and I just make the call and we go B?
No, I said A.
No, you didn't. You 5 seconds ago.
No,
you
I said that it's
you
better
said
than
here.
Clank. No, it's. We might have to go and do a fucking poll.
No, because they're gonna choose A, and it does not deserve A.
It totally deserves
No,
A,
it doesn't.
Connor. It's Spider-Man.
It's
How
good.
does it not deserve A?
It's great. Oh my goodness. We go again. We're going to the fans. Guys, be real with me. Be real with me. What does it do so exceedingly well that it deserves to be an A tier? Please. It is a B tier game. It has solid gameplay. It has a good story.
It has an amazing story. It's the best Spider-Man story. Even better
yes.
than it is a better Spider-Man story than even Into the Spider-Verse. I think it is just a perfect Spider-Man story.
If it wasn't Spider-Man as the main character, no one would care about it. I agree. That's. I mean, I think people would care, but
I did not think that this poll was going to go this way.
yeah, I thought
I completely thought. Yep, I kind of agree, Boomer Scooter.
What do you agree with?
Just swinging around New York City is
Feels
so
amazing.
good.
I think
it's
the reversal.
So good, it
the
deserves that.
reversal is the best part of that game. Honestly,
Yep.
I think I agree with you on the story front, though. I think it is the best Spider-Man story, but still, it's the best Spider-Man story.
Switch your votes. Get it to A. Come on.
But how could you possibly? Like, it's not. It's a Spider-Man story at the end of the day. Like, it's not as good as The Last
it's
of
a
Us.
very human story too.
Yeah.
It is a very human story.
It's very
through
good.
Spider-Man.
It's very good. We got B tier for Spider-Man. What was the final count?
14 to
8. Love it.
Such a bad fucking. I can't believe. I can not believe that we just put that in B tier. I'm not super upset about
We
it.
got a long trek to go, Nick. We got a lot of games to get through here. Because next up, we have The Last Guardian.
B.
I've played this game only a little bit, so I would say C tier probably.
Sure. Throw it.
What are we thinking, chat? C tier? C?
Couple
That seems
Cs.
fair.
All
C.
right.
All right, well, yeah. We're going The Last Guardian C tier.
Thank you, 7 TV, for the first time chat and the follow. For all the new people in chat, thank you guys for being here. We stream 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday, 7 to 10, every single week. This is a special stream for the podcast because normally we shoot the podcast on Sunday. We post Monday at 9 a.m. But because we're debating, we need chat to settle some debates.
And if you want early voting for the fan voted lists, and join that Discord, exclamation point Discord. We currently are voting on what the next fan voted list will be, and it looks like it's going to be Protagonist. Yeah, because you guys really want to do that. All right. Next up is Concrete Genie. Here's what I'll say about Concrete Genie.
Sad
because I hate the direction PlayStation is going in right now, and Pixel Opus seem to be their only studio who is doing weird creative things, and Concrete Genie really fits the vibe of a PS3 era PlayStation.
Hey, we got a mod in chat. Take that giant message out and block that person. Thank you.
So it's not a bad game. It's
C or D.
C or D. I think it's C tier.
All right, so it's C. I like Concrete Genie in
Yeah.
C. Let's just give it C. Yeah. Thank you, Goop. Goop, are you able to run polls for us? Hey guys, love the content. Well, thank you for being here. We'll probably do the rundown 2 or 3 more times during this stream.
Then we have Gran Turismo Sport, a game that kind of just came and went.
Yeah,
it was the return of Gran Turismo, but a lot of people just kind of like bounced off of it really fast. It didn't take. It took until GT7.
Yep.
So where do you want to put this? I'm thinking D tier.
Throw it in D. I don't really care. I'm not gonna lie. I legit have to dip. I'm so sorry. No problem. We've been running polls. It's fine. Never played a GT in your life? I mean, that is get the fuck out of here and play some GT.
Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I agree.
It's A tier.
It's A tier. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is as good, if not better, than Uncharted 4.
I think
in my opinion. It's the second best Uncharted. Or the third best Uncharted.
For me, it is a partial step down solely because of the characters. Where the characters don't hit as hard.
Characters.
Oh, I love them, but they don't hit as hard
awesome.
as the cast of 4. The cast of Uncharted 4 is like we've been discussing the Final Fantasy VII cast a lot over the past couple days, being like one of the best, if not the best cast in anything ever. The Uncharted 4 cast is as good as it gets. Because every single one of those character dynamics is so earned at this point in the series. Right. It's unbelievable. Where you don't really have that in Lost Legacy. But it's still, the set pieces, everything, it's amazing.
This is going to piss a lot of people off. Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, we're not settling.
I do not like Horizon Zero Dawn at all.
It's a B tier game.
No, it is a C tier game.
You started D.
Yeah, if you want to go B and I want to go D,
no. You just want to go D just to get in C easily. You think it's a C game?
No, it's a D game.
Connor, then it's an S game. Let's put
Guys,
it in B.
I don't like Horizon Zero Dawn
I understand.
at all. It's not good.
Connor,
it's not good.
It's not
stilted dialogue, bad characters.
Great
gameplay
combat.
The combat is boring.
I love the combat.
I hate the combat.
And Connor's Mr. I hate adaptive triggers for Forbidden West. He probably doesn't like when that bow is getting tense on that R2, dude. I love it. It's A or S tier for certain people. It's B tier. Like if we put it, thank you, polls up. I don't know who put the poll up, but thank you.
What is it between?
Probably B and C. It should be between B and C.
You're a bad character, Connor.
Oh shit, they're just going for it. But
we will supersede you if we think it's outrageous to put it in. We're not putting it in A. I'm not putting it in A.
Yeah, we'll toss it in B if A gets the most votes.
Yeah, it's between B or C, guys.
But the way I see A is A and B. Hey Connor, it's gonna be.
Dude.
Wait, it's 8 to 12. It is 9 to 12.
See, come on, guys.
10 to 12. Holy shit.
Think of the rest of the PlayStation exclusives. It's not that good. That's where
good. I'm at, where it's not as good.
It is a bottom tier PlayStation exclusive game.
11 to 12, Connor. This is gonna be our closest vote yet. This is gonna be our closest vote yet.
I don't know who are the Horizon fans and where are they, because they don't show up anywhere. C. It's going in C tier.
No. A and B outweigh C.
Okay, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's what we said. A and B counts as
all right, fine,
B.
We'll go B.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it, but...
Oh my god. Dude, the thing is, B should be the most games in it. Like, that's how a bell curve works, and that's what we're going to have.
Persona 5 Royal. Boom! S tier. Not even close.
It's something that, like... With my 40 hours of that game, it is some of the best storytelling. Someone that doesn't like turn-based combat, phenomenal turn-based combat. Every single thing in the world is amazing. Period. The music is top tier. Characters are top tier. It is like that is a game that just is top tier. And when we're doing a fucking tier list, it's top tier.
Gravity Rush 2, a game I barely touched.
Yeah, I've not played it.
It's one of those things that it's another one of those situations. Rest in peace, Japan Studios, where it's just like. I want some weird PlayStation games.
Do you know that they're doing a Gravity Rush movie? Have you seen that stuff? Yeah.
So we might get
weird.
They're putting out a remaster or something for Gravity Rush, I think, or a remake. I think we can put this in C.
Sure.
Gravity Rush.
Gravity Rush 2. Why not? Connor.
Yeah.
For some reason, Wheeze is on my mind right now.
you. I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you'll marry Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Bang, bang, go out the door. Another bang, bang, it's down on the floor. Okay, we're done. No, what do we do? Don't look now when I lost my shoe. I can't run and I can't kick. Okay, this is a podcast. You just got Weezered.
Oh, man. Send this to all your friends to totally Weezer them. By the way, I like standing because it just shows how much taller I am than you.
You're not that much taller than me.
I'm like 4 inches taller than you, bro.
Days Gone.
B or C?
It's as good as Killzone Shadowfall.
Okay.
It's a good game. I think it's a good game. It's fine.
Yeah, I feel like this is where we stand, where it's like, it's aight.
Yeah, it's aight.
Wait, what do you give?
It's not as good as Spider-Man.
My
It's not as good as Resogun.
Well,
It's not as good as Until Dawn.
So here's where
it's
I'm
better
at.
than Horizon, but we're already fucking ourselves by putting it there in the first place.
This is the simple tier list, Connor. I can break this down for you. 9, 5, and 10.
I don't like doing this.
No, I understand, but like this is what I'm realizing as it's coming down, and we're not ranking and rating all these games right now. That's not like these are not forever ratings, but like this is where Swimming in Sevens are standing.
Yeah,
like, and you were trying to put Horizon in a 7 category. That's where I threw the flag.
Right. Well,
So,
that's where I would put it.
I know.
I would give Horizon like a 7.
We're running out of room, bro.
Yeah, we're fine. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna skip a couple of these. Knack 2, Astrobot Rescue Mission, we're skipping. MLB The Show, we're skipping.
Oh wait, no, let's just do MLB The Show. We don't need, because I've played a lot of Show in college.
It's like one of the best sports games ever.
It's an S or an A tier, but I'll throw it in, or sorry, it's a B or an A tier. We'll throw it in B. But I love The Show. The Show is legitimate, like, as someone that really does not like baseball, the show is so much
awesome.
fucking fun. Like it's way better than it has any right to be.
Detroit Become Human. This is an interesting one.
B or C? It's not A.
Yeah, it's definitely not A. I like Detroit Become Human.
I remember you playing through that in like
the
conversations we were having
themes
about
of that game are so
in your face,
trite and annoying. It's tough to really overlook that. But it's fun. I like it. B, A. I'm okay with giving it a B.
Yeah, so 2B.
Yeah.
I remember talking through that game with you and like, this game is on the nose. And I was like...
Yeah, it's very on the nose, but the decision making and like the branching paths and everything is really impressive. Really cool.
Someone timed Salzar out for 25 seconds for saying that Detroit is better than God of War 2018. Thank you. Get the fuck out of here with that. Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
Death Stranding.
I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm not gonna let you do it.
Oh, S tier, baby.
This is coming to a poll between A and S tier, and I'm gonna throw this one out there. Don't vote unless you played it, please.
Yeah.
Talk.
S tier. Amazing game. Nothing like it. Walking, amazing. Feels good to play on the sticks. There will never be a game like Death Stranding again, other than Death Stranding 2. I can't believe this game exists. I can't believe I like it as much as I do. There is something really exceedingly special about Death Stranding and what they pulled off there. I hate walking from point A to point B in video games, and they somehow made a game that is all walking from point A to point B to be the most engaging game, one of the most engaging games I've ever played in my entire life.
I have an interesting...
Yeah, it's going to go in
like,
yeah, definitely.
I have an interesting thing for you, Connor. A little softball for you. I think of the Death Stranding 2 trailer every other day. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
It pops in my head every other day.
There's a guitar weapon, and Troy Baker is wielding it.
It is that scene where it is, because it feels high intensity between Troy Baker's character and Norman Reedus' character, where you're like, oh shit, like this is a heartbreaking scene, and then all of a sudden it turns into samurai rock, and you're like, what the fuck? This is awesome.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let's be real here. We have to be real here, Nick.
It's S tier.
It's A tier.
Connor, it's S tier.
It's A tier. It's a great game.
Connor.
It is not S tier. Connor, it is not even close. It is not even close to any of these.
Let me break this
Rebirth might be, but not Remake.
Let me discuss this real quick. before people get upset.
Look at the we need a
But
poll.
before
We need a
people get
poll.
upset, and so if we have someone in there, we're gonna need a poll. What
It's
I
great.
want, what I want
fantastic.
what I
It's
want
so
to go
good.
and do,
It
what
is
I want to
A-tier.
discuss though with this game, and I think it's a lot like Shadow of the Colossus, where the level design and like the way that you are mapped out is so bad. The fucking sewer sections the second time,
The padding
so bad.
is not great.
The padding, ridiculous. The side quest, uninteresting.
The
What this
gameplay-
game does well, it does so well. Best characters in gaming, best music in gaming, some of the best boss fights in gaming. Hell House, Airbuster, Aerith theme, One Winged Angel, fucking Tifa's theme, Seventh Heaven theme. Every single fucking part of this game that is amazing is better, like music, better than God of War P5 and Bloodborne.
But here's the problem.
Characters,
Here's the
better
problem.
than God of War P5
Listen,
and
Nick,
Bloodborne.
lock it in.
It's an S tier.
Rebirth is way better though.
I understand.
So how can it be
They're both
S
S
tier?
tier.
No, they're
They're
not.
both S tier.
No, they are not.
Yeah.
If Rebirth is way
The Last
better,
of Us, The Last of Us 2, God of War, God
don't
of War
spoil.
Ragnarok,
Don't spoil.
and fucking
Nick,
like
can you
this,
put it to a poll? It's A or S.
It might be S tier plus, Connor. Dude, Ruxus is making great points right now.
Rebirth is fucking amazing. Like actually insanely good. And keeps getting better somehow. I want this podcast to be over so I can go play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But I'm having a blast. We should do more of these. You guys having fun with this? I'm having a lot of fun. This is great.
It won't let me do new poll.
A tier says
Could not end poll. Why can I end my own poll?
we're figuring it out, chat. We're figuring it out, podcaster people. Love it. This is awesome. Yep, this is entertaining. Nice.
When you and I get to debate, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It is a
whenever
lot of fun.
Nick and I get to start yelling at each other. And everything, it's so legible. My handwriting sucks and I can read all that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's pretty good.
How did we do that?
There we go.
Tier list stream is one of my favorite yet. Honestly, there we go. And May, appreciate that. I will continue to reiterate one more time. If Remake is excellent and Rebirth is way better in almost every single way, and there's room for improvement, it cannot be S tier. It has to be A tier. It just has to be. That's just how that works. And I love Remake. It's excellent. No crap on Remake at all, but A tier. It's not better than Persona 5 Royal. It's not better than Bloodborne.
You're right, Connor.
It's not even better than God of War.
It's not better. It is on the same level, and that's why it's an S tier.
It's not better than God of War.
It's an S tier fucking video game.
Where's the
here's-
poll? Do we have
It is in the poll.
Oh, okay.
Poll is up. Go check it out. Let's see what's happening here. We have S tier with 34 votes, A tier with 8 votes. Nick is never wrong. It's
34 votes? You mean 38%?
Yeah. Come on, S tier people. Nick
It's
is never
going A
wrong.
tier.
Oh, it also is S tier, by the way.
Okay.
I was trying to write it's S tier, but I forgot to write the S.
We're looking like it's A tier. Chat knows. Chat knows what's up.
It's 8 to 11, Connor. It's not over.
It's close.
Fuck. Fuck this, dude.
12 to 8.
I can live with it because
Yeah.
if and when we do a PS5 tier list, Rebirth might be a double S tier. We might add a double S tier and just put Rebirth there. That is how fucking good that game is. That game has no right being as good as it is.
It really doesn't.
No right. Connor's like, oh, Nick cries every single podcast. If we started talking about Rebirth, I will. Like,
The Last of Us Part 2.
S tier. It's
S tier, baby. It is such an easy S tier.
Connor's greatest game of all time. It's my 5th favorite game of all time. It is
Excellent combat, excellent story, excellent
stealth.
characters,
Yep.
a challenging game, not easy, nothing quite like it, still to this day. I think it is fan-fucking-tastic. Easy as S tier of my fucking life.
Completely
I'm
agree.
sorry to the people who don't like it. I've never heard a compelling reason for why people don't like it. Never heard one. I've heard straw man arguments for why people don't like it, and I think you can argue it. If you have a good argument for why The Last of Us Part 2 is not good, I'd love to hear it.
I've said it
Love
once.
to hear it.
I've said it many times. I think that The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 is the greatest story ever told.
Right.
I think that it is definitively with characters, and it's a game that when I say it's the greatest story ever told, people are like, oh, well, it's going to come out on TV and I'm going to judge for myself. No, it's a game that needs to be played.
Yeah.
It is the best game on the medium of storytelling that is video games.
Yes.
And so I adore it. It's easy as
You cannot like what the direction the story went, but you can't say it is bad storytelling because you don't like the way it went. That's my argument for it. The Last of Us Part 2, easiest S tier of my life.
Naughty dog,
Last
dude.
game we have available, Ghost of Tsushima.
I think this is pretty easy, right? You're not putting an S tier. Are you thinking about putting an S tier? It's not an S tier.
It's better than Uncharted 4.
It's not.
Oh no, it's not. It's better than. It's not better than Death Stranding. It's close though.
It's A tier.
Ghost of Tsushima is A tier. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the easiest A tier, maybe all day.
Let me look something up real fast.
Yeah. Are you looking for other games?
Yeah. Just making sure we're being thorough.
Yep. This is awesome. I am enjoying this podcast a lot. The debates are fun.
I mean, do we want to do like any third party stuff? We want to have a conversation about that, or do we want to just do exclusives?
I say we read through the exclusive list and then we get weird.
I mean,
I believe that's every exclusive.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's another exclusive. If someone Horizon Forbidden West, that's PS5.
Well,
Oh yeah, we could do the PS5 /
Ragnarok.
PS4. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Those
me
are
either.
PS5 games.
yeah.
Miles Morales is a PS5 game.
Till Dawn, Detroit, Ghost, Horizon, Death Stranding, Bloodborne.
Superman.
Last of Us Part
and
2.
Venus. I think we got all the major ones.
Yeah, I think so too. We're not doing The Last of Us Remastered.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You want
The only F tier Drive Club.
you want to throw some just games that you associate with the PlayStation 4?
I mean, like, no, I think this is fine. I think we just stop it here.
Do you want to just throw Red Dead 2 in S tier and call
Yeah.
it a day? Let's just do it.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just have fun. Could do the other Detroit devs games.
GTA 5, B tier.
No, shut the Connor. It's either S or A, and
It's B tier because there's a better.
Connor, saying that there's a better, it's like when you're talking about rating games. So it's a feeling, and you get it in the gut.
Okay, fine. That's fine. We're done. All right, let's go over the list real fast. Good.
Yeah, I really like this, and then at the end I have a couple of things I want to do, but read through the list.
You need this marker then?
No,
No.
not for that.
All right, bottom to top. F tier, Drive Club. D tier.
Ooh, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls.
That's
PS3
games.
Yeah.
I would give Heavy Rain B tier and Beyond Two Souls C or D tier probably.
That's
Yeah.
great job. Nailed it.
Any Dishonored games PS4 exclusive? No, but I would say Dishonored 2 A tier, Dishonored 1 B tier. Maybe.
How are we feeling with Fallout 4?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ooh.
Personally, A tier, but you got to go B or C.
Yeah.
You got to go B. I would say B tier. Keep throwing Persona 5 Strikers, didn't play it. Fallout is A. Fallout 4, I would give
I was saying B for Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Things like Mortal Kombat and stuff like that, a lot of B's and C's there for fighting games.
Thanks for hanging out, Glitch Gloom. Appreciate it. Oh, Street Fighter 5 was exclusive. It was. Yeah. Well, it was on PC as well.
C-tier.
Yeah, C tier at launch, B tier maybe now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to. I was Jedi Fallen Order 2019 gem. Where are you tossing that? Oh, do you want to do Jedi Fallen
B tier.
B tier Control? B tier.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 remake. A tier probably.
S tier maybe.
No,
Maybe.
Connor, you have Uncharted 4 in your top 50 games, well above it. You have Death Stranding, well above it.
I know. I'm just saying it's maybe. I'm just saying maybe.
It's not
We'll
S
go A
tier.
tier. We'll go
It's
A
not
tier.
S tier.
Yeah, we'll go A tier on that.
Yakuza 0 is S tier. We haven't
Ni
played
no Kuni
Yakuza.
2 is fine. That's a B tier.
All right, you ready to?
All right, we're gonna call it.
Yeah, let's
All
call it there.
Drive Club F tier. Knack Order 1886 GT Sport D tier. For the C tier, we have Killzone Shadowfall, Concrete Genie, Days Gone, The Last Guardian, and Gravity Rush 2. For B tier, we have Infamous Second Son, MLB The Show, just broadly for the console.
Yep.
Resogun, Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human, Until Dawn, Horizon. In A tier, we have Ratchet and Clank 2016, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Uncharted 4, Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Shadow of the Colossus Remake. In the S tier, the best of the best, we have God of War, Persona 5 Royal, Bloodborne, and The Last of Us 2, and then we just kind of threw Red Dead Redemption 2 on there for funsies. Those are the exclusives and Red Dead Redemption 2.
This is our official list.
Uh-huh.
Now let's have some fun, Connor.
What are you doing?
Make one change plus or minus anything. You can make it plus or minus one tier. Any game, plus or minus one. This is our official list. But if there's something that you debated and you really want in a place, make your move.
Okay.
We're going to do these 3 times, by the way.
No, just one.
Just one? I was thinking 3.
Just one.
Okay,
no, just
fine.
one.
Damn, because I had 2 that I really wanted to move. Shadow going into S tier, it looks like.
Yeah. I got to get the cap off.
I thought we were going to move Spider-Man into C, by the way.
I was thinking about doing Horizon.
Yeah. Bump Horizon to C. Nick wants the show to be higher. I know it.
Here you go.
Most people would think I'm going to go and debate FF7R going into S tier. I'm not going to do that.
Shadow of the Colossus is a nearly perfect game, in my opinion. There's nothing quite like it. It's an amazing experience. Uncharted 4 going into S tier? Okay. That's fine. How is your handwriting way worse than mine?
It's really bad.
My handwriting is horrible.
I had a smaller, like, if you give me a little more room, give me some more room, we can make it happen.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, no, I really...
The tier list. We're going to sit back down now?
Yeah, I think that this is great. This is something we'll do again in the future. Thank you guys for watching live.
Yeah, whenever we can do these pretty often just because we need some evergreen content semi-regularly, and this can just post whenever.
And yes, anyone can watch this anytime, all that good stuff. But before we move into the draft, it's Mario Day. I want to talk a little bit about these announcements with you.
Doesn't really mean I know the announcements and I don't really care.
Well, I want to talk. It's not about just the announcements. It's about where we stand now, because that's the more interesting.
I don't think anything's changed.
Okay, let's just break this down though. Yeah. Also, fun debating, fun debates. I think that you're just gonna leave me hanging. You're just gonna fun debates.
I know what you're talking. I was reading the chat.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody said, "Nice live, brother."
This is a ton of fun and everything. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I want to talk about the big picture with this, just because now we have a lot of definitive answers that we really didn't have, because I personally thought there was a chance something like Mario the Thousand Year Door was coming out in the fall to fill out the fall.
Yeah.
Now we know definitively. Happy Mario Day. Definitively, we are, getting Luigi's Mansion 2 port in June and Thousand Year Door in May. We also have the Mario movie coming in 2026, and we're going to get a lot more Mario movies, I assume, down the line. That movie made $1 billion. That's something that it doesn't sound real, but when you think about it for more than 5 seconds, that makes sense. But it's still insane. Good movie.
It's fine.
10 out of 10 movie from our buddy Jason.
Yeah.
What do you think? First and foremost, let's just talk about those games real quick. Are you picking either up? Are you excited?
No, I'm good on both of them. I own Thousand Year Door on GameCube. I'll be playing it on that whenever I get around to it. But yeah, I'm not really stoked about these games. I'm excited that other people who want to play them are going to be able to pick them up. But I think if your question is where does this leave us with the Switch? I think it's just going to be a dead second half of the year. I mean, we're going to get another direct.
Let me get my points on these games. For Thousand Year Door, the only one of the 2 that I'm really excited about. I'm excited to play on the Switch successor. I will give it a shot on the Switch successor. I don't really have a need to go and get this game. Right. The nice part is I don't own a Switch, but now I kind of own 2 Switches, because Connor and Brady both leave their Switches in my apartment forever. And so I really enjoy the idea of playing some of these games. It's just not on my radar, where you have things like May, Hellblade 2, you have Stellar Blade that we're going to be talking about for a long time, it feels like. We have a bunch of I want to play more Helldivers. I want to there's so many games that I care about that are not these, and it's exciting. Now we know everything through June. When's the next time we hear from Nintendo? There's rumors of an April Direct.
Summer. It's got to be around summertime, right?
Do you think that we don't get another Direct until past the 1,000 Year Door date?
I think it comes shortly after that.
Yeah.
Which is, you said March?
May.
Somebody said July 22nd in chat.
July 22nd for
1,000 Year Door.
I don't think it's July 22nd. I saw May.
Want to confirm on that?
But yeah, let me confirm on that. I saw it in a tweet in May.
But yeah, I think at the end of the day, we're looking at
May 22nd. May 23rd. Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So yeah, I think that. When do you think we get it? Here for the next.
I think around May. I mean,
Yeah.
like
Do you
after,
think it's
after the
summer
release-
showcase season?
Yeah, around then. I think. I mean, they typically go around then, right? They've done a summer. They've done a summer direct.
Not last year.
Oh, they did one 2 years ago.
Last year they did one late summer. It felt like or end of June.
I know they did one 2 or 3 years ago when I was here for like the Skyward Sword one. I remember that.
Yeah.
And they showed off a little bit of Zelda as well, I believe.
The one that I was at JH, they went and had a direct in 2021.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I know that it's not linear and their plans change, and just because they did something one year and didn't do it the next year and so on and so forth, that's not necessarily like a through line,
we're
a
just
direct
at a
through line.
really weird time where normally we get a February full direct and we got a partner showcase where we got nothing new. We haven't had Nintendo step up to the plate since September
because they're in a weird spot, and it seems like they wanted to go in at the end of this year with Switch 2, and it's not going to happen, and they're releasing next year. And if they just have a quiet second half of the year with ports and stuff, they're going to be fine.
So what's the ports? Is it Prime 2 and Wind Waker?
That's not a port.
Metroid Prime 2.
Metroid Prime 2. Sorry, I thought you meant Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, Prime 2 and Wind Waker and stuff like that.
Yeah, if they do that, that's a great second half of the year.
Yeah.
For a lot of people would say that's rock solid. They've been asking for that stuff for a long time. That if we get a Wind Waker port and we get a Prime 2 remaster, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would where the expectations right now are so low because we're all just waiting on Switch 2 and it's been quiet from them, that like if they come out with that, I think a lot of people would be surprised and happy and delighted, honestly, at the end of the day. So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I'm really excited for what we could see with this next year, but I really think it comes down to a major question I have is how good is Peach Showtime? If it's great,
there's no way.
Isn't it the Captain Toad developers? Like,
is that what it is?
I believe so.
Which is a great game, apparently.
I mean, like that's a solid game. It's just not like
a lot of people say it's great.
Yeah, I'm not ready to have this mind-blowing experience with this game, and I expect from Nintendo once a year to get cozy and play a game that I really fucking care about for a long time.
Yeah,
and I don't think that I'm going to have that.
That's
this
okay.
Year.
They've earned 1 year. You know what I mean? Like. Xbox has those years every
2021 I think that was really slow. Like 2022 was a little bit slow. Like
I can't go every single year one by one.
Through 2020 in March was the last moment that it was like they're on with Animal Crossing. After that, it feels like it's been slow until last year, which I think is comparable if not better than 2017.
Fire Emblem, Metroid remaster.
Yep. Tears, Mario Wonder,
Pikmin 4.
Yeah, like that's a
really good year.
Unbelievable year. And
really
they deserve to take a year, but it's not a feasible thing to get things like that all the time, but it is feasible to get one thing. And so where I stand right now is the big question in the sky is when we hear from the next, will we have seen this fucking console?
No.
I agree, which sucks. It sucks that that's the case.
I mean, they've earned our time and trust, is my argument.
Yeah. But, and then secondly, do we think that we get Metroid Prime 4 this year?
See, that would be awesome. If they can pull out Metroid Prime 4 out of their butts and actually get it out this year, which the word on the street was that it was close to done.
The only things that's not done is cutscenes, apparently, which is crazy.
So then just get this fucker out, and that will save your Switch headline for the year of having at least one banger on the console that people have been waiting for. That saves it. If they can get that fucker out, then we're good. Sorry for cussing.
Can we, real quick, I was about to say that's one infinity more than PlayStation does for their exclusive lineup.
Right.
Rebirth recontextualized this entire year for me with PlayStation.
Yeah.
Completely changed the game for me on like what I actually believed this year was going to be for PlayStation.
I mean, this year, if Rebirth is great, which it is, and Rise of the Ronin is great, and Stellar Blade is great, that is one of the most solid first half of a year for PlayStation exclusives. I think that's one of the most ever.
That's one of the most solid years for PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just spread these bad boys out. I get that these studios just want to get these games out when they want to get them out so they can make some money on them. But like, man, if I was PlayStation, I'd be like, just hold a little bit longer. You release Stellar Blade at the end of the year, you release Ride of the Throne in the middle of the year, and you have Rebirth in the beginning. That is a really solid year. But the fact that they're all within like 3 months of each other, or really it's technically like 2, because Rebirth came out so late in the month that like they're on top of
each other. And then you have bangers, like also when we're talking about third party, but partnership, like Tekken's partnership with PlayStation is obviously long running and super exciting. Tekken 8 is unbelievable. And so I really do enjoy where PlayStation's at. I do think that I just keep on getting, like, a question for you. What lineup of games is better? This is the easiest answer ever. These 3 games versus these 3 games. Rise of the Ronin, Stellar Blade, FF7 Rebirth, Avowed, Hellblade 2, and Indiana Jones.
Obviously.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even fucking
close. But we also don't
close.
know enough about Avowed or Indiana Jones to really...
I think Indy's the best. I'm really excited about Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Hellblade 2 because I think that that's going to be another game that you and I just really disagree on when it comes to score.
Yeah, we'll see when it
have you played through all of Hellblade 1 or did you just... Yeah, what would you score it?
Like an 8.
I told Brady I'm around 8.5.
Sweet.
Play through it.
All right, let's get into this draft.
Yes, I need to use the restroom real badly, so let's run it.
Okay, real quick, let me do the rundown real fast for new people since we're watching the stream. We're about to finish out the stream with the draft that's going to post on next week on the TikTok, but you guys get to see it early here. But if you're new here, thanks so much for popping in. We do these live podcast recordings rarely, but we stream Monday through Thursday, 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. We're playing Mario 3D World, Final Fantasy 9, and I'm finishing up Sly Cooper 2 on Wednesdays. If you have not joined that Discord to get early access to voting on fan-voted lists, hang out with the community, be able to play games with us and such, it's been a lot of fun. We just did a community fight night with the Discord server and beat each other up in various video games, and that was a lot of fun.
Big thing, too, is the YouTube. This podcast goes up on YouTube every single week, Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern, along with it also posting on Spotify. Yes, we are still looking to get everything on the correct services. With all of that being said, the YouTube page is where you get a bunch of bonus content throughout the year. We just did an amazing Q&A where you guys got to hear us actually be normal people and not just discuss video games, but also discuss some video games, stuff like that. Go toss a sub over there because that is definitely something that we are very proud of and want to grow.
There we go. All right. Yeah, we're playing a lot of Helldivers, Fall Guys, Guilty Gear, Minecraft, Smash. So yeah, there's a lot of not only with us, the community is very welcoming and friendly. So be sure to join the Discord if you can.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get into the Star Wars draft. I pick first, right? Yes. It's gonna be tough.
What are you going with? It's really a choice between 3 titles.
I agree, but I don't think we have the same 3.
I think we have the exact same 3.
I don't think so.
We'll talk after that.
Yeah,
I think we have the exact same 3.
All right. Today, we are drafting Star Wars video games. And with my first pick, I'm between a few here, but I got to go with my heart, with my childhood. We're going to go with Star Wars Battlefront 2. I know there might be better Star Wars games out there, but none of them have hit quite as hard as Battlefront 2 for me. Dozens, hundreds of hours playing this by myself and with friends. Split screen, excellent game, great maps, great scenarios, great shooting. Love it. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is my first pick.
I think it's a great first pick. It's in my top 3, but it is my number 3. So I get my top 2 here. This is really a draft where I have not played all of these games. So I just want to pick the best game on the board. And definitively the best game on the board remaining is Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
It is a guaranteed one of... I know we say it a lot, but it's one of the greatest games of all time. I'm sorry to say that phrase, but it just is.
BioWare when they were still good.
Yeah, like it's amazing.
Arguably their best game for some people. So
it truly is a phenomenal game, and I'm really excited to play it probably later this year, but if not next year. It's on my list for games I want to get done this year. Anyways, with my second pick your favorite. I'm gonna choose the newer one, Jedi Survivor.
Okay,
it is really a phenomenal game that it just does everything that Fallen Order does, but better. And I'm really excited to start out my draft with 2 definitively amazing experiences, 2 very different experiences, and I feel really good. I know I left a lot of talent on the board, but I do think that those are just the 2 best games.
With my second pick, I'm going to go with my potentially favorite, the one that I had the most fun with as a kid. We're going to go with Force Unleashed.
It's on my board.
I played the crap out of Force Unleashed across a bunch of different platforms, PlayStation, PSP. I think I even played it on the Wii. It's excellent. I love the darker tone. I love the use of the Force powers. Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
You're leaving me with a banger. Between one of these two games, I get no matter what. That's really exciting. You're leaving me with a banger by picking The Force Unleashed. It's on my board. I have The Force Unleashed, but it's just...
I'm playing this whole draft with my heart.
I understand. I'm going to smoke you then.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm doing what I enjoyed when I was a kid. With my third pick, I'm going to go with Lego Star Wars.
Great.
I fucking loved Lego Star Wars when I was younger playing on the PS2. I prefer the original trilogy games with the original Lego games, not the Skywalker saga that came out recently. So I'm going to go with the early Lego Star Wars games with my third pick.
Yeah, I mean that's a great pick. Like I said, I think that you left me between two bangers left. You chose one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been really excited to round out my team by getting the Skywalker saga or some sort of Lego Star Wars with my next pick, but I'm just gonna pick Fallen Order. Like,
Okay.
Of course I'm gonna pick Fallen Order.
Stacking up on.
Yeah, sorry,
I'm trying to get diversity on my team.
yeah,
here.
but the Jedi games are so good, and you didn't pick either one. You want diversity, you didn't pick a Jedi game.
I could have picked the Jedi game, but I like Lego Star Wars more.
Jedi Fallen Order is definitively one of the best Star Wars stories we've seen since Disney bought Star Wars. It is amazing. The introductory to Cal in this world is so brilliant. I love him, and I want as many of these games as they would like to make. It really, really exciting to get excited about Star Wars again with these games.
Right.
With my next pick, you want to talk about lack of diversity? I'm taking KOTOR 2, baby. Let's go, Connor. I don't care about diversity with my team. I just want a great game, and give me both KOTORs, give me both Jedis, and give me the dub, baby. That's all I care about, Connor. I just care about the freaking dub.
With my, are you done drafting?
Nope.
You have one more.
I have one more.
With my fourth pick, I'm going to go with Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Pod Racer. I don't really remember the title. I think it's Pod Racer, but it might just be Racer. I fucking love this game. It makes you feel fast as fuck. It's great. I played it on the N64, still own the cartridge, Pod Racer, with my fourth pick.
Great game.
With my, let me think here. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. Fuck it. No.
Don't do it. Do it.
I want to do Battlefront 1, but I can't. I'm not going to.
Battlefront 1 from the early Battlefront 1 or
yeah.
the newer one? Okay.
With my fifth pick, I'm going to go with Star Wars Rogue Squadron on the N64. Another game that is kind of timeless. Loved playing it as a kid. Rogue Squadron with my final pick.
I'm picking a Battlefront game, but I don't know which Battlefront game I'm picking, really, because they're great for different reasons. But obviously, you have the big EA FU-ism in the sky right now with Battlefront, which is the loot boxes when it originally came out was just atrocious. A lot of people were really pissed with the new Battlefront games.
Yeah.
But where we stand now, I do feel pretty confident picking my last pick being Battlefront 2, the new Battlefront 2. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun to play with friends. I remember sitting on the couch and our grandfather just watching me play Battlefront 2 for a couple hours and be like, this is awesome. And it sort of made me realize gaming is cool when it allows you to just do cool stuff. And this is a great sandbox for what Star Wars is and was. And so I really do enjoy the new Battlefront games. And it obviously sucks that they loot boxed us to hell, but I really do enjoy this game.
They fixed it. A lot of people say it's excellent now.
Yeah,
I honestly I haven't played it. I own it on Epic Game Store because I got it for free.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
There we go. That was the draft, and that was your casual gaming conversation. This posts every week, Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Co-op 64 YouTube and Spotify. Thank you so much to the people watching live right now. It was a blast to shoot this and have you guys interact with us.
And if you want to potentially watch it live in the future, whenever we do it, make sure to head over to Twitch, toss us that follow, do all those fun things, because you won't want to miss out on voting during some of these live debates because they really are special.
And then we stream Monday through Thursday, 7 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. Join that Discord, !Discord, if you are in the chat right now. But otherwise,
wait, Connor, why did we draft Star Wars games today?
I don't know.
Because we have a Star Wars Battlefront stream next week, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday, our monthly special stream, our monthly super stream, whatever you want to call it. This is not a bonus stream. The bonus streams, we like to say, are what you guys fund from thermometers and content, stuff like that. But once a month, we get together and we do a bonus crazy stream. And this month is making the pillow fort and playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, the re-release on some modern consoles. We're going to be playing with the community. We're going to be playing online. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be a short stream, 10 a.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern. And we'll probably play for about 2.5, 3 hours. Chill stream, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
By the way, we did not do that on purpose, but halfway through the draft, I was like, oh, this works out really freaking well. Yeah. Great.
So be sure to tune into that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. It is a shock and blessing to us every single day that we get to do this and that you guys allow us to do this. So thank you guys so much. And that's going to close it out there. Peace out, guys.